Welcome to the 20th installment of Renee and Darryl's Walt Disney World Honeymoon. I'm Renee.
And I'm Darryl, but I just realized it's actually the 22nd installment. And we didn't change our notes, so apologies for that. 22nd. For those of you joining us for the first time, we're a middle-aged newlywed couple planning our honeymoon to the world during the 2019 Epcot Flower and Garden Festival, which is just about 2 months away now.
Not very even close.
And in the interest of full disclosure, I do have Disney Stock and Retirement Fund, and I'm a Disney Visa reward card holder.
And in the interest of all kinds of festivals happening at Epcot all year round, there is one that's happening right before we go, and it started on January 18th. That is the 2019 Epcot International Festival of the Arts, running through February 25th of 2019.
Yeah, it's weird because it seems like, it was only yesterday that there was a festival at Epcot.
There was.
And in fact, that's almost true.
Almost true.
Well, yesterday there was a festival, but
was there like a day in between them? Maybe
I think there was like a week or two. But yeah, it's like Epcot has become the festival park, which I'm not complaining about that. It's just
there's always something interesting to see or do, or spend money on.
And on a side note, this isn't what we were planning to talk about tonight. We're talking about the festival, the art festival, because this is like the second most interesting festival to us. The Flower and Garden is the most interesting. Then the art, and then the food and wine, and probably like last on the list is the holidays. Not that we don't want to see the holidays.
I just don't want to deal with all the people on the holidays. Yeah, there. I mean, it's going to be crowded enough as is, but
going back
even
to
more so.
Going back to my sideline that we got sidelined from.
Us? No way.
Is that I think it's kind of cool that they're turning it into the festival park, because it was supposed to be the permanent World's Fair. So by having these festivals,
it kind of is like the permanent
now
World's
you're
Fair.
Actually turning it into more of a fair and keeping it fresh and new to an extent.
Yes, there are some really cool things that I wanted to do like during this festival. Is that they actually have some not just the art exhibits, but like instruction.
Yeah, well, and let's talk about what this is. They bill it at the Disney Parks page as being the trifecta of fabulous. So visual arts, culinary arts, and performing arts is what they have.
Some Broadway stuff, like Disney on Broadway, like some of the...
They have people from the Disney on Broadway cast come in and do some performances. They have some other performances as well. They have the concert series dining packages that they're kind of pushing.
Yeah.
Because, well, you get all that. But really, the performances aren't what I would be interested in.
No. I mean, they'd be nice.
About
like
the, paint with someone kind of things, and they do have a paint with the Disney artist series.
It's not quite Bob Ross, but
no,
it looks like a lot of fun, and they really took time. From what I saw in the videos, they really took time to set that up, and they had it was actually like a class, and they're working with people and.
Well, and they have the paint with the Disney artists. They have the technique workshops. They've got all kinds of stuff that's just really kind of cool for that. And that's one of the reasons we wanted to go to this, is because it's something
maybe next year.
Not that we're going to, no, probably not next year. Probably not something that we'd actually use, but it would be fun to do, kind of the paint with a Disney artist thing. I'm thinking it's kind of on the lines of the painting with a twist and those kind of things.
Probably they tell you what to
without the alcohol.
Well, yeah, probably
they might have alcohol because it is a festival.
It is a festival. You never know. But it did look like a lot of fun. I mean, and I'm not an artist. Ask my students. They laugh at me. I can't even draw straight lines on the board without the big yardstick.
Well, the thing that I kind of like the most about this is it is like going to an art fair where they have the booth set up with the paintings. They're not necessarily like, the paintings you might think they are, because they did have a lot of posters, which makes it that much more approachable.
Right. Because there's some really affordable things and some really not, if you wanted to.
And they have a lot more of the Disney and Star Wars and Marvel kind of stuff in there, which is
that's true. It is pretty cool. And then there's some twists on some of the, well, not twists, but some of the classic scenes, like Lady and the Tramp, and it's more of a painting than a poster and things like that. One thing that I saw that I thought was really cool, and they, of course, market it towards kids, but where everybody could paint a tile, and they put it together to make like a bigger picture.
Well, that wasn't painting the tile. That was actually painting on the board.
But they tell you exactly what to paint.
Yeah, it's a paint by number where it's just big squares.
Oh, it was a square, not a tile. But I mean, like everybody has their own little piece, and then they go to the painting to do it, and it's a huge mural. It looked really cool.
And Figment is the mascot of the festival, which always.
So is he the mascot of all the festivals? Because he's food and wine.
No, food and wine was Remy this year.
Oh, that's right. It was Remy.
Which makes sense. Remy should be.
He should be.
I don't know the Flower and Garden what they had for that, because that I think actually changes.
Should be a skunk named Flower. I don't know, really. Well, I have no idea.
Yeah, I think it actually depends on the year what it's going to be, and we haven't seen much on it this year.
That's true.
But it depends on the movies that are out and what's happening in general.
The Incredibles.
Well, last year they had a lot of Incredible stuff, but it wasn't the theme.
Right.
In any case, so they also have the scavenger hunt for Figment.
Oh, yeah.
Where they take classic paintings from the different or lands around the world and do Figment in those.
And they give you a hint to find it.
Yeah. Well, they give you the actual painting.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
And then each of the frames are really cool because they have like a Figment head.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's clearly marked because it's a frame with a Figment at the bottom, and then you just have to find Figment. The one at the Mexico pavilion we saw was rather tough because Figment was just in the mist coming out of the
that was so cool. Yeah, that was very cool.
The one at Japan was much more prevalent. It was him surfboarding in the way.
And by the way, we're getting this all from other people's vlogs.
Most of this is from like Tim Tracker and this actually wasn't Tim Tracker. No. I don't think we saw any of his, but it was the Resort TV one.
Yes, Resort TV one
did a live stream from there, and
it was pretty cool.
It was like 4.5 hours. Sorry, guys, we couldn't watch it all. We watched like 2 hours on the replay, left it on in the background, and that was about all we could do before we had to go to sleep.
Pretty much, but it was pretty cool. And of course, they're going to have other food stuff there.
Yeah,
too.
well, let's get into the food a little bit. But the thing that we're not so interested in, but is cool for most people, are they have these. Like photo boxes that you step into so that you are part of classic paintings.
Right.
And they do have, at least the ones that we saw, the photo pass photographers. So you don't even have to worry about trying to get the selfie. You just go and
then they do. Is that part of our?
That would be part of the photo pass.
We might just do it anyway. Oh, you know what they did have, if they have it. But one thing that they did have, one of the ones that we saw with Figment that was really cool was they put. They put Figment on a bridge over the lily pads, which was, one of the Monet classic paintings, and they stuck Figment in there, and it was actually really cool.
Well, that was one of the search for.
Right. I just think that was a really cool one because he just sort of blended right in there.
Pavilion. Yeah. Anyway,
sorry.
So now let's move on to the food.
Food. Who doesn't like to talk about food?
They have the Odyssey. Old Odyssey is set up as the festival building, whatever they're going to call it. And they have food in there. They have special food all over the place, with the special booths because, that's what their festivals are.
Right.
So just going through some of the menus that we found on the Foodie Guide to the 2019 Epcot, blah, 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 at the Disney Parks blog, I have to say that there's not a whole lot that I really want to try, but there were a few that actually sounded pretty interesting.
Right. There's some really interesting drinks there too.
Yeah.
That aren't alcoholic. I mean, a lot of their drinks are, but there's some really interesting ones that are not.
The deconstructed strawberry cheesecake, though, just sounds really good because it's
it does.
It's cheesecake with strawberries. I love strawberries
and
cheesecake.
Sugar cookies. I'm wondering if that's what the crust
sugar,
is.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's a sprinkle on top because it also has the micro basil, which I'm not sure what micro basil is, but
I'm not sure either.
That I'm thinking is just to give it a little bit of a like.
If Larry was here, he would tell us. He would give us a basil instruction.
Maybe.
But they have a couple of like deconstructed breakfasts that include like a chai tea shake.
Well, and these are actual beverages. They're not breakfast.
Right. But at breakfast time, they have, like one of them is the spiced apple chai tea shake with bourbon. That is definitely doesn't sound like breakfast to me. With a waffle crisp and candied bacon. Just kind of weird. What was the other one?
Well, there's two different deconstructed breakfasts on here.
Oh.
One is the alcoholic version,
Yeah.
and the other isn't.
Okay, I like the other one better.
Yeah, the other one is well, I don't like it because it's
Except
maple
for-
syrup.
It's
which is-
weird. I can't. No, but it's. Oh no, but the maple syrup is on the waffle, not in the shake. It's like
Oh, okay, that's not so
it's
bad.
like
then.
they put it like a garnish on, like on your straw or something
so
like that.
now I understand it. I was reading these as this was like all the flavors in the
Ew,
beverage.
that would be really gross.
So this is more like a pairing then. So
Right.
it's like the cream bourbon.
I think a waffle crisp is like those ones I like from Starbucks, the shrimp waffles, the
Yeah. I think you're
waffle
right.
cookie type things.
So that would actually be pretty good. So it's basically just like the spiced apple chai with something,
and it's
whether
a shake.
it be
It's
the
not
cream
a
bourbon or
right.
Is
and
it a shake?
It's a shake. It's a chai tea shake.
Oh, it is a shake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that,
Wow.
Right.
Intense.
Yes. Ooh.
And that's at the Deconstructed Dish, which is at the Showcase Plaza. The artist table in the American Pavilion has a beef Wellington that you got interested in.
No, I didn't. I was wondering what it was.
In the photo, yeah.
In the photo, I was trying to figure out what it was because it's like baked into the biscuit or whatever it is.
Yeah, there's
none
a lot
of those really sound very good except for actually none of that sounds.
Yeah,
really
there's
good.
a lot of like chocolate stuff in this one in the
and this chorizo
beverages.
with red pepper coulis. Yuck, just yuck. But no.
But
as soon as I used to like chorizo as they'd say it in France or chorizo as they'd say it in Mexico. But when I actually saw something about how it's made, I've not eaten it since.
Well, the most interesting thing I think here is the chocolate and beer pairing flight.
I would have said yuck until we were at Hopcat. We don't come back down until we were at Hopcat because I would have said beer and chocolate. But the one you had there was really good. Not as good as my cider was, but it was really good. Wait, there was something I saw there that I wanted to. Oh, that's a whole flight though, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's flights.
Okay, but they have a sipping chocolate. It's
yes.
Not just beer.
It's not hot
beer.
chocolate.
No, but sipping chocolate.
Right.
I want to try that one.
Okay, fine. You can try that. I'm not so interested in that.
Okay.
Cuisine Classique in the Germany Pavilion. The only thing that like struck my fancy here is the Angry Orchard Rosé Hard Cider, which we've already tried, and it's not that good.
It's not that good, but I want to know what a parsnip puree is. That doesn't sound...
It doesn't sound very good.
No.
Pop Eats in the Showcase Plaza again has a sous vide chicken roulade with apples and sage served with warm brie fondue, blueberry and brie gel. Until the blueberry
and
I think
beet?
you had but until the blueberry, I figured that was one that you'd want to try.
Well, you know what? I'd still try it because you don't have to put it in there. It's a garnish, but the apple beet chips sound good. I like shrimp ceviche.
Oh, okay. I didn't think that you do that.
I really
you
like
ceviche. But I didn't think you like the shrimp anymore.
That's the problem.
Or the shrimp doesn't like you.
It doesn't like me so much. But
how about the almond cake?
Yes, except it has raspberry jam
on
it.
But I want it.
I would try it anyway.
And raspberry jam. And
how
chocolate?
about the pop art tart?
That's pretty funny.
It is.
They have a photo of it, and it's actually
is that
on
it?
a chocolate easel.
And
the Pop-Tart has weird
that's what it is, like just paint splatters.
You're right.
That's pretty funny. But the almond cake does look really good.
Well, how about the Blue Sky Black Cherry Boba Freeze?
Ooh, I'm in. It's not going to be there. Can we go there now? I want.
Well, they'll have something else, I'm
bubbles.
sure.
Yeah, it'll probably be raspberry.
Well, they also have the popping bubble
black
cocktail.
Forest flavor. What?
They have a popping bubble cocktail. So I'm assuming
that's know what
some
that
kind
is.
of
Why
alcoholic...
isn't Meg still there? She could send us pictures. Wait, she is 21, right?
I don't think she is.
I don't even know.
No.
Oh.
Okay, let's move on to the Masterpiece Kitchen. You can tell that we're actually into this food stuff, even though most of it we're saying no to. It's
probably
just
wouldn't eat it. I would try almost any of it. Almost.
So in the Canada Pavilion,
I would actually try raspberries and blueberries, even though I know I don't like them, but it looks so interesting.
You'll have a bite of mine. In in the Canada Pavilion is a Masterpiece Kitchen, and I figure you're going to want the charcuterie.
Charcuterie, it's yum.
But is there anything else there that you really want?
I don't know what panna cotta is. I have not a clue what that is. Rosewater doesn't sound very good, but pistachio, I don't know, not really. But you know what? That wild mushroom risotto, which I really probably couldn't eat, looks really good. I would definitely taste it. I didn't even look at the drinks though.
Oh. Yeah, the drinks are mostly
wine.
Wines and stuff.
What's the classic sidecar with a chocolate twist?
The sidecar is a cocktail, as I recall.
I know, but what is it?
I don't remember.
Okay, what are we looking at a picture of?
Well, we're looking at the Painter's Palette located in the Odyssey Festival Showplace.
Oh, yeah, and I want that.
This is...
I want that.
I believe...
The smoked salmon and cream gâteau. It's a cake.
Yes.
It's a cake. It's done like millefeuille. The Napoleon with 1,000 layers. Doesn't really have 1,000 layers.
Well, it's...
That looks yum.
It looks tasty, but...
It looks yum.
It looks like it would make me sick. Because I can't have fish.
Right.
The thing that I caught on one of those vlogs was the savory croissant. Or savory...
The trio.
Yeah,
the
savory
trio.
croissant donuts. So they're the little donuts.
Are you sure they're the little ones?
Yes, they're the little tiny donuts. And they actually put in the center of those the different things. So you end up... It's a flight.
So there's one that you can't eat, but the others look really good.
It's whipped boursin, which
Boursin, that's like the goat cheese stuff. But it's good.
Yeah,
it's the good one, like cream
cheese.
cheese one.
Yeah. And fine herb cheese with fresh herbs. The chicken salad and shaved fennel.
Yum.
That one looked pretty good. And then there was the spicy tuna with wasabi and seaweed salad.
It's like sushi inside a donut.
That one just looked wrong to me when he got it. It's like, okay.
You saw it?
Yeah, it was on one of those videos.
Oh, I wasn't watching that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then a trio of hors d'oeuvres. It doesn't tell you, just calorie bites.
Right. Well, I think that's subject to change. That's my guess.
Ooh.
A traditional devil egg with Canadian bacon or candied bacon.
What is candied bacon?
That like
maple sugar.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. Well, but that could be good.
It could.
It could be terrible too. They also have the Pop Art tart.
I think, you know what? I think I could eat the crispy truffle risotto because it's like crispy rice. I should be able to eat that. I mean, risotto, whatever. Pop Art tart.
Yeah. So the Pop Art tart is sugar cookie with a strawberry filling. I'm thinking it's just basically a Pop Tart.
I want the next one, but I don't like white chocolate. I just want it.
Okay. So the next one is the white chocolate figment puzzle on an artist palette.
We saw that somewhere. The puzzle pieces.
I think, yeah. But that one doesn't
all of them are like that.
Really interest me at all. And then there's the painting easels. They've got some
there's
beers.
A popcorn pairing flight. I want to know what that is. I want to know what goes with
beer and popcorn.
I know. I want to know which ones go with popcorn.
Yeah, it would be interesting. And then we move on to the Decadent Delights. Sorry about that. In the Showcase Plaza.
I'm not sure how I feel about that first one. It sounds like none of that goes together, but it's probably really good.
Purple sweet potato mousse, caramel, coconut, and maple meringue. You actually read it for these people because they're not seeing what we're
sorry,
seeing.
But I'm looking at this and I can't get past those words.
Yeah. Again, there's not anything that's really too interesting here, though. If I were there,
I would taste that just because.
I would try the chocolate peanut butter and pretzel crunch.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of white chocolate, but chocolate sweet potato. What's a purple sweet potato? Caramel.
Oh, we've had the purple sweet potato. We had the fries made with the purple sweet potato.
Where?
Oh, sorry. You didn't. That was at my holiday party. We had the purple sweet potatoes. I said
you sent me pictures of it.
Yeah. Which made her very angry.
Yeah, because...
We'll move on to the refreshment outpost, which is that secret area between the China and Germany pavilion that they've still not built on, where they have the chilled shrimp, quinoa, layered vegetables, spicy yogurt, and red pepper coulis. It sounds beautiful, but I don't think I want anything to do with it. Fife and Drum, located at the American Adventure. Gee, imagine that. They have a musical float. This one,
that does look very
good.
So layered strawberry, lemonade and blue raspberry slushy. Interesting. With vanilla ice cream and white chocolate. I would taste it. But I want to try the Cider Boys Grand Mimosa apple orange hard cider.
Well, that's at the Block and Hans, which is also at the
part
American
of the American Adventure. Yeah.
And then at Adventure Port in Showcase Plaza, there's lobster chips. This in the photo looks so amazing. It's lobster
really
topped with house-made chips and lobster bisque cheese sauce, pickled jalapenos, and a citrus cream. It looks so delicious.
What is that?
Now this is the next one down.
Thing?
Well, hang on. This is the next one down. We're coming up to the taste track located in Future World East. Okay, this just looks amazingly awful.
It really does. It looks like it's supposed to be an ice cream cone.
Yeah, it's a lobster bacon macaroni and cheese served in a warm bread cone.
Ew.
It looks amazing.
It does. It doesn't sound amazing, but it looks amazing.
No, but oh my goodness.
I was reading something above and I was like, it's really strange. I'm sorry. At the last place we were looking, there's a glazed pork belly Bloody Mary. Ew. Classic, this
is at the refreshment port. This is a drink.
Yes, but pork belly Bloody Mary. It's a Bloody Mary with vodka, maple glazed pork belly, pickled carrots, celery, stuffed olives, and cherry tomato. Nothing of that sounds appealing to me.
No. But going back to Taste Track, the paintbrush churro.
Those are funny. I saw
these looked just gross. Disgusting at the top, but I'd have to try one because it's a churro.
Probably not a blue one because it'll make everything
colorful
blue.
White chocolate.
Yes. So they dip it in white chocolate, but the white chocolate's been colored. So it's red, white, and blue was the ones that I saw.
But talk about more disgusting, they have a pancake milkshake.
That might be good.
I don't think that's quite the taste that I want. Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'll just make you do this one because it's French.
It says l'art de la cuisine française.
Yes, and I'm getting tongue-tied.
Okay. Crème de brie. Yeah, they do. Crème de brie and petit pain. Creamy brie, warm cream. Oh, it says it right there too. Warm creamy brie in a house-made bread bowl. So, but that's not what petit pain means. Petit pain is like small bread, but they probably take the small bread and cut out the middle and put the brie inside.
Right. It's a small little bread bowl thing.
That's a lot.
I'm thinking it's like really tiny, but that's something that you'd like if you could eat the bread.
I think so. I would try it. The next one is oh my gosh.
Well, you have to actually read.
I know. Darryl de salmon à la provençale, sauce beurre blanc and fleurons, which is salmon terrine. So it's like in one of those heavy ceramic bowls that they cook it in, with zucchini and tomato, a white butter sauce, and a puff pastry. So that would probably be really good and make me really sick all at the same time. And the best part, here it is. Moulin au chocolat. I don't know how to say that. It's from where it is. It's molten chocolate cake. It's like the death by chocolate, basically. I don't know where that Valrhona. I don't know.
Yeah, the region.
I don't know where the Valrhona
I think that's
region
a company,
is.
actually, because it's Origin Valrhona chocolates. So I think that's a.
They usually say
brand.
What origin of France. That's what they're saying, but I don't know where that is.
Okay, I'll take that. And there's not a whole lot on the beverage side that look too interesting.
Yeah, not really.
But Slushy Morocco, again, interesting photos.
I like that. That looks like flatbread. Yummy.
Well, that's going to be the spicy beef with pine nuts and dried cherries, hummus, and pita chips.
Yum. You'd like it. It doesn't sound right to you, but you'd actually like the spiced beef is like, what do you usually get? You usually get chicken,
the pulled chicken?
What do you get when we go to like a
chicken shawarma?
Arabic shawarma. It's kind of like that, sort of with like Arabic spices. We go back. And
I'm trying to move it along because we've already been like 25 minutes.
Okay, fine. Anyway, it's really good. But I want the Mediterranean flatbread, which is what we actually saw the picture of. It has za'atar, olive oil, artichokes, olives, and mozzarella and feta cheese. That's what that is. That looks delicious.
And then at the El Artesa Hambrito, I'm sorry, I just totally butchered that at the Mexico Pavilion. I love the photo of this like meat tower. It's a meat volcano. I think that's actually what it's supposed to be. I don't want it.
No.
But it's the Slope de
Sope.
Okay, Sope de Chorrillo?
Chillorio?
Yes.
I don't know.
I suck at languages, guys.
Chile Rio. I don't
discover
never had that. Well, but I like Oaxaca cheese. That's the only thing on there. And salsa verde. I like those too.
It sounds tasty because it's the pork
I like
marinated with the chili, with on a fried corn dough, which I like that.
That's actually beans, really
good. Queso and the verde salsa, which I'm big on that. So it just sounds really tasty,
right?
Except for the pork, which I can't do because it screws up my stomach.
Yes, but I really like Oaxaca cheese of all those things. But they have this choco flan, which is
I was just going to
go there. Yum. And it's a creamy Mexican custard and chocolate sponge cake. Well, flan, it's not really cake, but it's topped with cajeta and hazelnuts.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be good. I don't know that I would like it because it's hazelnut. However,
very slight.
There's a couple of margaritas that look good here.
Okay. Ooh.
There's a lychee and a dragon fruit.
Yummy.
And the dragon fruit has a ginger cordial. Yeah.
Wow.
So I don't like margaritas,
but
I might have to try one.
Wait, margaritas are the one with rum, right?
Yeah, you don't have to do rum, but I think there usually are the rum.
No, like margaritas are rum, and then the other one is tequila, right? I don't like that one. Or vodka. Sure. I don't remember which one's which.
Well, because
margarita.
I have to go and look that up.
Which one has salt?
Anyone who's in the chat that can tell us, please let us know. The margaritas have the salt in the rim.
But are you sure? One of them has salt, one of them has sugar. And it looks the same.
Maybe. But I thought the margaritas could be, or we're always salt on the rim. And I thought it could be rum, vodka, or tequila. Depends on the type of taste that you're going for.
Okay.
And no one's in the chat to tell us. So we'll move on to the Takumi table located in the Japan Pavilion.
We saw this one. It's really funny.
The sushi donut is absolutely hysterical.
It is hysterical. So you have to look it up if you can. It's like a ring of rice with the sushi.
Well, no, it's not. Yeah, it's not even a ring of rice because it's like some of them were like cheese filled or something like that. So it's like several pieces they put together into a ring. Because these are individual pieces that come out. So it's more like a pie or a cake.
But I mean, it looks like a ring.
Donut.
Like a donut.
It's a donut. It's a donut-shaped sushi featuring salmon, tuna, shrimp, avocado, and masago accented with citrus soy galette and wasabi on the side.
Jelly.
Larry has come to our rescue. A margarita is a cocktail consisting of tequila,
oh, that's the one
orange liquor, and lime juice, often served with salt on the rim of a glass.
What's the other one that's sweet?
See, I thought they were both like that. It could be. Anyway, so
daiquiri. I'm thinking of a daiquiri.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
So beverages, nothing really there, but
you want sake. I know you do. You just fall on the floor, sake.
Yeah, sake and I don't get along.
Oh my god.
Melting snow cocktail sounds amazing, but I would not want it at all.
Wow, I would just want a taste of that.
Sake, peach schnapps, cranberry juice, and Japanese calypso.
Wow.
Painted Panda in China. Their names don't tell you where these places are at all, do they?
Not at all.
Food item: the crystal moon cake with fruit filling and garnished with toasted coconut. Depending on the fruit, I figured that would be one that you'd want.
Okay.
How about the Dragon and the Phoenix spicy sauteed shrimp with spinach noodles?
Sounds like a stomach ache, but yum. Okay, plum infused cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, which has a item.
There's bubble tea.
I was going to say, now the beverages, we would have to go there.
Ooh, I want a fortune
They have
cookie.
the Panda bubble tea, classic milk tea with black and white boba pearls.
Okay.
And there's a fortune cookie beverage, which is Baijiu Spirit, Amaretto, Coconut, and Pineapple.
Yes, I want that one.
Okay, so
then according to Kung Fu Punch.
According to the research department, a daiquiri is a family of cocktails whose main ingredients are rum, citrus juice, typically lime, and sugar or other sweetener. So that's still I don't think it's the one that
yes, it is.
You're thinking of.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Okay.
So they also have Kung Fu Punch vodka, triple sec, mango syrup, orange juice, and soda water. Maybe not as much. How about a tomato plum cocktail? Just because that's weird.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Okay, so Italy has nothing.
Not really.
Yeah, I was gonna say nothing that really strikes me in anything, but
I like the, I don't know how to say it, the barba bitoli dolce, which is
candied beet salad.
Yeah.
With goat cheese fritters.
Yes.
Okay.
It does sound good to me.
I do like the concept of the amaretto bellini, amaretto white peach puree, and prosciutto.
I have no idea where you're reading that, but okay.
Right there.
Oh, there it is.
Does sound good.
It does sound good.
I don't think I want to try it, but it does sound good.
Right.
There's also a funnel cake stand that only has salted caramel funnel cake, so I'm going to be avoiding that one. And then Joffrey's Coffee has some special drinks for this as well. At Future World East, they have Espressonist Latte, a shot of Joffrey's Italian espresso mixed with rich Bailey's espresso cream liqueur topped with steamed milk and whipped cream.
Canada has Starry Night Latte, which is a delicious shot of Joffrey's Italian espresso mixed with creamy Godiva chocolate liqueur topped with steamed milk and whipped cream.
And then the Showcase Plaza has Surreal Cinnamon Latte, shot of Joffrey's Italian espresso mixed with rum chata, which is one word I've never heard of that. It's a brand, I'm sure, because of the capitalization. And cinnamon whiskey blended with steamed milk and whipped cream. That's the one that I want.
It does sound good, and it'll probably hurt my throat, but it sounds really good. The American Adventure has Bourbon Brush Stroke Latte, a shot of Italian espresso mixed with bourbon whiskey cream liqueur blended with steamed milk and whipped cream. That one doesn't sound so interesting.
No, it doesn't. All right, so let's wrap up with the pins, because
of course
you love the pins.
I do love the pins. This first one I really love because it's like,
well, this is the festival logo pin.
Their logo pin, the Festival of the Arts logo pin, and it's like the old Epcot with all the circles looking like they're pulling apart, and Mickey's pointing up at them. And I think it's a spinner pin.
No, it is not. Okay. It is not a spinner pin. We saw this in his video.
Okay.
You know what? I'm going to see if I can do the screen share so that people can actually see where we're looking at the Disney Pins blog. So this is the main pin for the festival. It is a limited release. I think it was 3,500 from what he was saying. So it's not that limited.
Right.
But really, I like what they've done here with the pin design.
Right.
You know,
there's some of everything in there, the food and the...
Yeah, and they've got the Spaceship Earth in the background. And it's really a nice pin for that.
I like that one.
But it's not one that I especially like.
No.
I actually like the annual pass holder pin a little bit better, with Pluto painting the more traditional Epcot symbol on the easel with the...
dripping paint.
Yeah, with the Spaceship Earth building in the background. Dance to the music pin. Cute. Don't want it at all.
But it is cute.
It's just Mickey and Minnie dancing and playing music. And then the cooking as an art pin. That's kind of cool with Donald.
Mm-hmm.
But again, not really that much a fan of the pins that they have this time.
I hope they're much better next time.
We didn't have, for the Flower and Garden Festival. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping that they'll have the blind bags with a set, because this one did not have that. Now, again, this is only the third year.
Right. They're still getting used to this one, I think.
Yeah. And they're testing the water, seeing where it lands, I think. But it's not that popular a festival yet. It's
right. This is only its third year, so it could grow. I'm sure it will grow. Probably going to be. Mm-hmm.
But as it does, I'm thinking we'll see more and more stuff for the festival appear, and I think that's them testing to see what is going to be the big stuff that sells. And it could be that this is not a festival that they're selling pins at.
Right.
The people are probably going out and getting some of the posters and that kind of stuff more than the pins. So I would be surprised if that's
artwork stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of cool stuff. So
definitely
this might be the next festival that we do at Epcot. Just because it is in a good time of the year for them, with lots of downtime.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, there's a lot of rides that are closed as well. So
yeah, because they're fixing stuff now.
Yeah, the regular
maybe in 2021 when we go for the 50th.
Maybe, but if we go for the 50th, who knows? They might not even have this.
Oh, that's true.
They might take a year off. Depends on its popularity.
This is true. We'll see what happens. Anyway, we should probably wrap it up.
We
so
should.
Thanks to those of you. Thanks. Ugh, I can't even speak today, but you missed the whole beginning when we were practicing. Thank you for watching, especially those of you watching live and sending comments in the chat. If you have more to share after the live show, please drop those in the comments below and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Click on that little bell icon to get notifications when we go live.
Yeah, we will be back most likely next week. It kind of all depends on the work schedule, and things are...
Mine's better now.
Yeah, things are still crazy at my work. Hers has finally calmed down.
I wouldn't call it that. I just have better hours.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you next week.